All right, guys, so tomorrow we are going to get into a lesson. We're gonna start, we're gonna learn a different method for solving systems of equations. Now, the method that we're gonna use tomorrow is another calculator method. It is called the matrix method. Why did it stop? Nope, didn't stop. Okay, so now you use the matrix method whenever you the equations in a system are already in standard form, meaning we practiced this today in class where we were converting equations from slope intercept back to standard where x and y were both on the same side. So right now we're going to look at what should we do whenever this happens, whenever we have two equations. Let me scroll over, two equations in standard form where you see, you'll notice here that x and y are both on the same side of the equal sign. So you have your x, you have y. Now standard form is ax plus by equals c, where a, b, and c represent numbers. Now this is an equation where b does not represent the y-intercept. So just hopefully don't get confused by that. Now, another way that you can know the difference is that in this formula, b is attached to y. It's just representing a number. So the numbers that we're actually going to be using here, and the only numbers that we're going to be typing into the calculator is 2, -8, and 24, 3, 5, and 2. So any minus sign, yes, you're going to treat it as a negative symbol. And I'm going to be going through this with you in my own calculator. So I'm going to make the screen a little smaller and pull up mine. Now I made sure to reset it that way. Oops. That way you see how it looks from beginning to end. Now this is one of those calculator things that takes a bunch of steps, but once you get the hang of it, I promise it's just like playing a little video game or something. I'm trying to make this smaller. Give me a second. I'm gonna pause the video. Okay, fix that. Now I can scroll over. So these are the numbers that we're going to be using. You should have that on your own sheet of paper. So let's get started. Now, the very first thing I want you to do is sorry, I had to get my own foldable. I want you to reset your calculator. So 2nd plus 712. All right, so for those of you with Android phones and you have that Wabbit EMU application, it'll be very, very beneficial for you to try to follow along with your own calculator. Those of you that have iPhones and use Calculate 84, you can actually do matrix using that calculator as well. So I'll show you one example where I do it with my phone. That way you know how to do that as well. There's just one very small difference when you do matrix on Calculate 84 versus the TIs, the TI 84s. Okay, so the very first thing, you convert your equations to standard form. So you want to make sure x and y are both on the same side and your constant is on the other side of that equal sign. You're going to press second matrix. So I'm going to press second matrix is right here. You see it in blue. So you have to press second and you'll come across this screen. Okay. Now we're going to right arrow over to edit. Why is it doing that? Sorry. I don't know what this is. There we go. Whoa. You're going to right arrow over to edit and press enter. And then you're going to press enter. You're going to come across this screen. Now it will say 1 by 1 whenever you first get to that screen. So you're going to have to change it to 2 by 3 and you're going to press enter after typing each number. So 2, enter, 3, enter. Then you're gonna have 2 rows for 2 equations, 3 zeros because you're gonna maybe pressing these numbers into all of that. And I'm grabbing these numbers, this 2, this -8 and 24, 3, 5, and 2. All those 6 numbers come from your equations. So here we go, 2, enter, -8. Don't type any minus signs in here. 24, 3, 5, and 2. Okay, after that, going down to the next row, you're going to, very, very important, most forgotten step, second quit. So you want to go back to the home screen like so. Matrix has 3 screens, so you're going to have to enter matrix 3 times. So second matrix one more time. We've gone to edit, so now we're going to go over to math. You always want to start at the end, work your way toward the beginning. And you're going to press the up arrow until you find B, the one with 2 R's, BREF. So I'm going to go up and then press enter. And now your screen should look like this. Only press enter once. Go back into matrix one more time. Enter. And your screen should now have an A attached right there. Press enter again. And now you should have this screen where you have 104, 01, -2. Now, those last 2 numbers just represent the ordered pair or the point where your lines intersect. I'm trying to zoom out here and it's not letting me. So that top number will represent your X value while the bottom number represents your Y value. So the point of intersection, the solution is 4, -2. So now we're going to do a couple of more examples. Here, I can't zoom out. Why is it not letting me zoom out? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I'm just going to do one of each. Let me just go down the row, 1, 3, and 5. So let's start here with number 1. I'm going to highlight the numbers that I'm going to be using. And obviously in front of that -y, we're going to be using the number -1. So make sure you insert that. I'm going to clear what I have here. Okay, so the first problem is always the toughest. So try to follow along with this one. You're going to go, remember, you go into matrix 3 times. So we're going to go into matrix the first time. Always start at the end. So I'm going to go to edit. Once you change that to 2 times 3, it's going to stay that way. So I'm just going to push enter twice, push past that. Okay, and then you start putting your numbers. So 2, enter, 4, enter, 14. And then 3, -1. Very, very important that you don't forget those negatives. And 14 as well. Second quit. Go back into matrix the second time. We've been to edit. Now we want to go to math. We're going to go up until we get to B. Press enter only once, because now we have to attach A. So back to matrix, enter, enter. And so the point of intersection here for number 1 is 5, 1. So on the STAR test, if they ask you, what is the Y value, you'd give them the 1, or they could say, what is the X value to the solution of the system? Give them the 5. Now, something that would look, getting a example that has no solution. Remember, if it's no solution, that means they do not cross at all. They are parallel lines. So let's see how this screen would look if that were the case. So I'm gonna go to edit. And with the last example, I'll show you guys on that phone. So 1, 1, 5, 1, 1, 6. Second quit. Back into matrix, math, up to ref with the 2 R's, and then second matrix, enter, enter. And notice how here at the bottom row, you now see 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. When you get this 0, 0, 1, And on the bottom row, that represents no solution. So these two are going to be parallel lines. Solution, they're not going to cross. Now you'll get a different amount or a different row of numbers whenever, oh, and it is right here. Sorry, I'm pretty sure. I thought I had shown you a picture of that, 001. And you will get a different screen whenever it is infinite solution. So let's see that. Let's do that example. And that example I will do using the camera. So let me move over for that. Let me pull up the camera. Come on. Where is it? Oh, start the video. You good? Yeah. Coughing all up in my video. I can't. I'm not good like that. Not on that. Okay. I'm going to pause this. Okay, so I couldn't figure out how to do it at the same time. So hopefully you guys are looking at your screen. That way we can do this part. So the example is number 5. So just follow along. Number 5 has x minus 5y equals -2, and then -3x plus 15y equals 6. Let me get my extra examples. Maybe I could do that. I'm just gonna have to zoom out on this camera. So this is the extra example I'm doing right here, because I'm not sure if you can see this on your video. Here we go. So second matrix, still the same. You go to edit and you want to change. Let me reset. 712. Second plus 7 1. Yeah, I did. Okay. So second matrix, go to edit. And now you want to change that to 2 by 3. So 2 enter, 3 enter. Now you want to put a 1 for that one. -5, -2, -3, 15, and 6. Second quit. Go back to matrix. And then now this is the only difference between the ones that are using the actual calculator, the web EMGU, and the ones that are going to use calculate 84 to do matrix. You look for ref, the one with 2 R's. So there it is, second matrix, enter, enter. But that was the only difference. You do get 0, 0, 0 down here. And that's it. So we'll do the other 3 examples in class before we get started with the assignment. If you have any questions, let us know. Send us a message on Schoology, whatever, remind, and have a great day.